Hi guys, I'm Sheena the Sports Report Girl here with another edition of In the Crease, my weekly recap of the top stories from the NHL. Of course, this past week, the top story, and nearly the only story, was the trade deadline. There were 22 transactions in all involving some 47 players, but no trade that day was bigger than the one between the Flames and Coyotes. The Ice Dogs, who just a month and a half ago were the 5th seed in the tumultuous Western Conference, have slipped all the way to 14th. With no hopes of making the playoffs this year, Phoenix was in a selling mood. And Calgary, who has played second fiddle, or really third, to both San Jose and Detroit all season, needed to make a bold move that would solidify the Flames as a legit contender instead of a pretender. The solution for both clubs was Oli Jokinen. Jokinen, who never really gelled in the desert, provides Calgary with a big, strong, fast center with an easy touch. In his debut, skating in the Iginla Camilleri line, Oli scored 2 goals and was just inches away from his second hat trick of the season. Best of all, considering the makeup of the Flames, Oli can now focus on being a great player without worrying about being a great leader. In exchange for the Flying Finn, Phoenix got a good young forward in Matthew Lombardi and a first-round draft pick in 2009. The Coyotes were also involved in several other deadline trades, each seemingly filling 2 needs: stockpiling draft picks for the future and bringing in mid-range players to bridge the gap between their seasoned veterans and all those young kids. Now that we have had nearly a week to absorb the rest of the trades from last week, it seems clear 2 teams are showing early dividends from their bold moves: the Penguins and the Rangers. Pittsburgh acquired Bill Guerin from the Islanders, another forward to complement their bevy of centers. It seems a change of scenery has served him well as he scored 4 points in his first 2 games with the Pens. As for the Rangers, they not only claimed Sean Avery off waivers, finally, right? But they also traded for forward Nick Antropov and veteran defenseman Derek Morris, both of whom have contributed early. Say what you will about whether Tom Remy deserved to be fired. New coach John Tortorella has the Rangers playing with a swagger we haven't seen in a long time. Another interesting move was Boston acquiring Mark Recchi from Tampa. Despite his age, he's still a productive player. But other than a strong showing in his second game with his new club, Recchi hasn't been the answer to the Bruins' late season slump. In their last 13 games, Boston is 4-6-3. And finally, how about the turnaround of the Vancouver Canucks? After a deplorable January, where they lost all but 2 of their games, the Canucks are now the hottest team in the league. Since the beginning of February, they are 12-2 and have crawled all the way up to 5th place in the Western Conference. In fact, they only trail the Flames by 8 points in their division. While I doubt they'll have enough juice to catch Calgary, I'd never say never with these guys. And to think the Canucks were one of the teams that sat pat at the trade deadline. Like the old saying goes, sometimes the most important moves are the ones you don't make. Okay guys, that is it for this edition of In the Crease, but please don't forget to leave your comments. And if you like our show, be sure to subscribe and tell a friend. See you back here next week. Bye for now.